It's recording.
Hello, everyone. We are happy to see you here and those who watch the recording later. This is not one of the last, but the beginning of the last meetings we have. So basically, we are at the end of the 3D printing, 3D concrete printing weeks. So the next week will be the last meetup in this session. I will share my screen and show you how it looks chronologically. We only have 4 weeks left till 1st of April, which is the final presentations. And the important part is that I think half of the teams already submitted, but it's really important for you to send the 3D concrete slice geometry so Maris can test it on 3D concrete printer. So on 8th of March, we will change this to testing, I think. We will have a test print already. So those teams who sent in first will probably be first, but let's hope that we can try as many teams as possible. So in that regard, definitely remember about that. Also, this Sunday, it would be really good if you can send the final geometry for your models. We did 1/10 print, so scaled 1 to 10th for the slice test. This time we will just print presentation models. And I think we could start with 1/20th and then see if it fits on print bed. If it won't, we will try to find another option. But this is quite important because 3D printing then takes time, and we would want jury to see and be able to touch every team's model. So you first had these draft models a month ago or something, like these pieces. For some of you, we already printed almost the full, but a lot of you only had pieces. So for this one, we are attempting to print full, and then jury will be able to see these groups in the large scale model, and in the small scale, they will just see the whole object, and also the final geometry, because some of you changed some parts. So that is also very important to do. So for that, we have the deadline this Sunday. It's quite important that you send it in by then, because printing takes time. Otherwise, today's meetup's topic is 3D prototyping. Some of you already sent files, and we have Patrick and Nicolas here who will be able to show you how to optimize it for 3D preview. Why we do it? Because nowadays, more and more, we are limited by accessibility of materials or supply chains, or just being ecological and not putting a lot of material into design phase, and where possible trying to test the product digitally. And with VR headsets, so this is really hard meetup for us because basically we are using the same network for streaming and for wireless streaming of the headset data. There might be some lags, but this is the first time we are doing it ourselves. Well, we have done it without streaming, but with streaming it will be quite challenging. But I think we will be able to do it. And the reason why we do it so early in mid 3D printing session is that the aim is to provide jury members in the best case scenario that they can sit on a printed slice of the bench, but in their VR headset, they can actually see the whole bench. So hypothetically, we already tried it and it worked with some of the benches, but we also need your help with preparing the models to make it possible with your geometry. And that's why we have Nicolas here today, who will show some of the examples, but also the workflow, because I think this first part will be very useful just to see how you can take any geometry you have if you are using Blender, or later we will also move, maybe if we have time, to some of the teams that have not used Blender but have exported it to OBJ, import it into Blender, and then look at it in real scale, which is really important because then you can actually put a hard surface underneath you and actually sit on it. And what we have done actually has been, but we will probably not share it in this meetup, but that's for a further one when we have more time. Who knows, maybe we will today. This is more like a workshop meeting where we actually will be working together with you. If you have any question, any point in the presentation, you can definitely ask us, not a presentation, but screen sharing session. Patrick, actually, oh no, but Nicolas, can you hear us?
Yes, can you?
I will. Yeah, very good. I will continue blabbering for a few minutes. But I just wanted to know that we can hear you.
Okay, just one thing, however, I'm thinking that as I will need to stand up and sit down quite often, I will probably need to use the loudspeaker of a computer because switching from one
Nicholas,
headset to the other might be messy
Nicholas,
and you will
this is
not hear me.
wireless. It
Okay.
works in 10 meters.
Yeah, I know, but I cannot wear both headsets at the same time. So
You can. Actually, we will
I
give you a
can.
smaller one. Yes.
Ah,
We have prepared for this ahead of time. Yeah, with this one, that would be very cyborg type experience. But yeah, we have a small headset for that. Anyhow, continuing with the introduction speech, basically the aim of this is to show you the workflow, how you can take your existing models, put it into VR, and then look at them from there. We have done it when we prototyped some of the furniture we have done for our office, for example. And the best or the most trickiest or liminal part is when you actually can map your room, remodel it in VR, map it to the extents of your real room. So the walls, actually, you can touch them where they are and the floor is where it is. And then you put in the real furniture and actually put like a surface, or just when we tested the coat hangers, we asked some person to just play the role of a coat hanger, and then you can actually test the furniture in real scale. You can try opening the doors, for example, etc. Well, of course, you have to use some imagination, or you can animate it, but that takes a lot of time. Nicholas tried it, but we will probably oh, good thing that we don't have much moving parts in this competition, so we don't need to worry for that. But for testing what you see when you sit on the bench, how high it is, how do you feel when you are there, it's really hard to imagine only from visualizations. So the idea is to do it, at least attempt doing it with VR. It's not something we promised, but it's something we are attempting as a cherry on top of a cake. So we'll see if it works. And also, I think it's a great skill to learn, given that it helps in everyday application too. Anyhow, I think I have blabbered enough so far. We can see if the Nicholas new headset works, and then probably Nicholas will share the screen and show in Blender roughly some of the steps. If you at any point have any questions, you can raise the hand and we will try to talk, as this is not really a presentation, but more a workflow demonstration. Like when you go to those CDC conferences and then there are these Blender developers working through the code and showing how it works. That's basically what we'll be doing today, only with Nicholas working through some of your geometry and also showing some of the tools and practices that he has used so far. Anyhow, let's see if the microphone works, and then we can switch to you, Nicholas.
okay, hopefully this works.
Mm-hmm.
I had more than a little problems.
Yeah, I saw
in my
that
ear
didn't
canal.
look very promising, but yeah, it's perfect now.
Looks like you're straight from 2000s.
In a way or another, I will manage to sort out all the different things I have connected for the
Yeah,
purpose
all
of
the
this meeting.
cables and stuff.
Okay, so just to explain a little bit what I'm doing in general. So while it might look like VR is like a very complex field, actually most of the task of VR is already dealt with by whoever manufactures the headset and takes care of the drivers. So if for instance you're using Blender and you have the latest version, you already have the possibility to enable an add-on, which is included in the software to be able to use the headset, provided that you have your Oculus headset, you have installed the driver on the computer, and you have done the pairing with either by cable, but I will warn you, it is a bit messy, or by Airlink. In any case, there are extensive guides on how to do this. I don't think we need to spend too much time on explaining the how. Perhaps, Matthias, we can link to the resources needed. But in the case you have one of these headsets and well, in case you have one, you probably will have already tried to pair it to the computer.
Actually, yeah, Nicholas, it's a good point. We tried ourselves. I think we had like 3 or 4 attempts where we did this, and we started with the cable, and it was like I think for like playing a game with cable is one thing, but when you actually want to try a furniture or try this real scale prototyping or validating the model, it really messes with the experience. And the Erlink has been really great, but it was a little bit tricky to set up. And also it's interesting, will it work today? Because we haven't yet streamed several computers on the same network and used because you need Wi-Fi 6, we have it, we will see if it's a great network test, I think.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see the network
Worst case, we
stands
will use the
after.
cable, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. But let's see if it. But in general, just to say the process, because as this VR headsets, they need to render two visuals at once, and given that when you're rendering it for two eyes, and you're rendering quite a you're not rendering just a square in front of a view of your view. It's not just a square screen, which is only a portion of your vision. So the graphics card of the computer will need to render quite a large image twice. For this purpose, in the case of my laptop, which still has like, let's say, GPU which is made for technical drawings, I needed to install an external GPU. So of course, if you're working in architecture, you probably will already have access to a fast enough GPU. But depending on how fast it is, you will be limited on how detailed the preview will be. Wireframe, yeah, like laptop GPU will probably manage to display it. Solid view as well. But as soon as you start adding some lighting, some shadows, some materials, then your computer might start slowing down. So just to explain a bit the preparation that I did today, because while previously the VR attempts we did on a fixed position computer, starting from zero with a laptop that has never seen a VR device before. First thing, check if on your laptop you have a Thunderbolt port, because while laptop GPUs can be pretty fast, the kind of computers which have fast GPUs are the very expensive ones. So there are chances you might need to do, as I did, to have a fast and powerful graphics, like detailed graphics, have an external GPU. So what I did is Matis provided me with a GPU enclosure.
Stole it from Egil, so we can say thanks to Egil.
Okay, yeah, we'll say thank you to Egil, who I have never met, but
yeah, you almost did, but we, yeah. Maybe
so we inside this enclosure, it is an enclosure with a GPU slot, the kind that you would find in a fixed position computer. You take the graphics part, you plug it in, you connect via Thunderbolt a Thunderbolt port to your laptop, provided the laptop has it. But it is while you can have external GPUs with other types of interfaces, it can be tricky to set up. So it is worth checking if you have Thunderbolt before attempting this kind of thing. So after installing the external GPU, installing the drivers, enabling them, also for this, it is straightforward enough. So I will not spend too much time describing the how. You plug it in, just check you have Thunderbolt drivers. It will ask you, do you want to enable? Yes. And at this point, you install the drivers for this graphics card. In this case, it was NVIDIA 1080 Ti, some GeForce, I think. I don't remember exactly, but anyway, installed general drivers. And so at this point, I got the working fast GPU on this screen that is in this position. Okay, at this point, Oculus time. This is the VR headset. So what we did is installed on this laptop, installed the Oculus software. If you Google it, you will find it straight away. and you can, once you finish installing it, it's pretty heavy, like 10 gigabytes. But once you finish that, there is a wizard which tells you, okay, do you want to register? Register, go ahead, pair a new device. You can pair it via wire or via Air, I don't remember,
Airlink.
Airlink, exactly. And well, once the pairing is done, that's it. You open Blender, you enable the add-on, and I can already show you. I will open one of the projects, and I will share the screen. Let's see how this will go. So this is one of the bench projects that I was given. And okay. There you go. Tell me if you can see the
Yeah,
screen.
we can see the screen, and this is
Okay.
Fra. I think they were the first to send in, and then we can later.
Okay.
I think they're the only ones that did it natively in Blender. That's why they were extremely useful for this use case. But the other teams, some of them have sent in models in OVG and STL. Then we can, after, if we have time, test those too.
It can easily be imported. The only thing is that sometimes they need to be scaled, and often they come without materials and without any other setup such as lighting or position of the cameras. But this can be easily dealt with, even with a limited experience. So just to show, this is just the standard Blender that you would download from the website. You maybe already have it. The thing that you need to do: edit, preferences, options menu, and well, when you open it, it will be in this screen. You go to add-ons and you search for VR. In this case, you can see I already enabled it. You just click and enable it. And at this point, you will immediately find inside the side panel, so it will start collapsed. You have a viewport. It can be, well, now this is the shading menu. Let's go to layout menu because it's less cluttered. You will have it closed. You have your model here. You have your arrow to the right. You open it. You can also click press N, but you will be in the item menu, and you can see there is a new tab here, the VR tab. Very simple. You press if you want to start to try straight away and to see and to basically, this is the equivalent in Blender VR. It's the equivalent of pressing the I feel lucky button when you search for something. If you're lucky, you press this button and you will be failed to get device information. So this means that the Oculus went in standby. I need to check quickly because Patrick paired the device, and I need to check. He wrote me how to repair it.
Yeah, we will check. Meanwhile, we can, Andre, maybe we can do a quick update from which teams we received the model, and then if anyone else feels like they can send, they can just send to our email the exported file, and we can later check it out. After the first one, the process will be easier for the first team. It's a bit longer.
Turn it back on. Yeah, it goes in standby by itself.
Yeah, I think it's 5 minutes or something. That's with the wireless things. It's funny, you can see how you walked out from the one camera and walked into the other camera.
Yeah, I can put that one.
Yeah, very insane.
Mine.
Yeah, we can basically see both things.
Yeah. Nicolas is doing stuff.
Meanwhile, actually, what I would really recommend, if you can download the Blender, if someone hasn't just try to enable that plugin. If you at any time will want to play it play at home with this, this is a good time to ask, because it's really easy. If you start using Blender and haven't done it before, the interface is a little bit different than other programs. It has gotten a lot better, but I would try doing the thing that opening it, going to settings, enabling VR plugin, and seeing if it works for you. And then you can later, like, I think a lot of people in Latvia have the headsets. We can also probably lend one of you, or you can come here and use ours. with your laptop, and in that regard, it would be good if you already know how to enable it. So and I will check one more thing. For the scale, yeah, I think we will do the 1/20th. That can also be done for the printing.
We have these three models, but we also got from architects one model, and I can give it to Patrick.
Okay, very good.
Nicolas.
We'll put it. Yeah, we'll
All
put
the
it in
time.
the.
Yeah.
Another thing is that this Sunday the deadline is for the 3D print geometry. Next Sunday we'll probably put the deadline for the posters. During this week we have finalized the sponsor list, so the sponsor list will update. There will be a few new logos which are giving you also the gifts or prizes. So you need to put their logos in print. Otherwise, it mostly everything stays the same. There could be, we are talking with Maris, that we will also add a table of specification. So probably some part of the technical description you currently have as a text. It would be preferred to convert it as a table. But if we do it, we will let you know next week about that. And then we need 3 weeks to print the posters. Maybe for some themes, it will already work as a final print. For some themes, we have reserved for each theme 2 prints. So that's something you can print one, so we really surely know that one print is printed at least week before, and then during some time sooner, if you want to quickly change something or you see there's an issue, we still have a resource to reprint your poster. Given that they will be put into an exhibition for quite a while, I think the exhibition time is 6 months or something. It will be in Latvian University and Riga Technical University. So a lot of people and eyes will be on it. Also, your names will be on it. It's really worth to do it well. Oh, and I think that meanwhile, Nicolas has sorted the
Yep,
VR
and
thing.
I hope you can hear me because I'm having
Yeah.
a bit of trouble with this headset, but okay. All right. Can you still see my screen? Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So I open the scene and let's see. I press, as I said before, immediately the show VR, start VR session. So I pressed also mirror VR session, but of course I have only 2 eyes, so I don't. I hope you will see on the screen what I see on the Oculus. Tell me
We will
if
keep you
don't.
updated. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
good that you have the headset.
Okay. Let's see if the setup of having both the Oculus and the thing in my ear will work.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
could be.
advanced.
You feel like a
It's
cyborg
asking me
now.
to unlock something again.
Yeah, a little bit lower.
It's a bit messy.
It's funny.
Is it the right? I think it's
Could
not
be
the
the
right
left.
one. I think I took the
I think you
wrong.
can do it both. If you want to switch, you have to press the trigger and then it switches to the next controller.
Wait, it's not taking either of the controllers.
Maybe they're from different one.
You should be able to use your hands too as the gesture navigation, or it doesn't recognize them.
It's asking me to unlock, but it's not capturing anything that I do. It's just showing me the same static screen at the moment. It's not responding.
That's very unfortunate. One
Yeah,
way would be resetting it. But before it
yeah.
worked, right?
Yeah, before it worked, I was in the
Could it
3D
be that
screen.
controllers suddenly discharged? That would be very unfortunate.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can take the time to link the other one that there is here.
Yeah, it's good that we have 2 of them.
Because
For
here
safety.
it is not responding.
And they
So
both
this
have
is
the
still
same
charged.
letters, right? A and A.
This is the left hand. Yeah, I was using this one just a moment ago and it was working.
We can bring you new batteries.
Oh, wait.
Just or wait.
It did something. 1 second.
Sometimes pressing a random button wakes it up.
Yeah, that's what it did. Okay.
Yeah, because it disables the gesture wake up.
Okay, let's see.
Basically the same issues you will have when you do it in your so it's good to see them being solved real time.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now hopefully it will work this time.
Yeah, it should. You should run really or Andra can put on the headset for a while and give us
Yeah,
verbal
if you
confirmation if it
want,
works.
I can also be like a mouse,
The test
like
subject.
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
now
Oh,
we
let's
okay.
see
see
what
that
you
it's
see.
moving. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Confetti.
I hope I took the right controller. Okay, so in this case, can you see that I'm going around and checking the model
Yes.
out? Okay,
Yes, it
so
finally
in
worked.
at this point, what we did is we just literally press the launch button. So as you can see, there is, well, not many problems actually. So it is unshaded. So you see everything as flat and white, but this is normal. This is because at this point, we're not in material view. And also because for there to display materials, there should be first materials. And in this case, there were some flat colors, but I can enable them for Andra to check out. And you can see there is a different problem in this case, is that now I have my head at the floor, and you can see that the floor is not aligned correctly. So it means that in this case, the view is too high, that I think that I'm about 2.5 meters from the floor. So it looks like the bench is very small. No, it's just me, but is very high, tall from the floor. So these are typical problems when you will open the model of somebody else who maybe has modeled in different units or maybe did not position a camera. Anyway, when you just import something and launch it straight away, there might be this kind of issues. In this case, I can tell that the scale might be correct. This we can check anyway. And aside from the camera height, everything looks already pretty usable. Okay, so I will drop the headset at this point.
Oh, it's like it sensed that you took it off and it automatically quit from
Yeah,
the
it goes
preview.
back
Yeah.
to the original screen.
It's
Okay,
really interesting. It senses
so
your presence.
let's see. Okay, I'll stop VR session. Okay, at this point, we didn't do anything magical. We just used the start VR session. One thing that I think it was already enabled because I had already opened this project previously. When you have somebody using the VR goggles, you have you might want the person who is still at the computer to have some feedback. And this I enabled so that also that you can see through screen share what is happening. So you have a show VR camera. This means that you can see the moving camera in the viewport. So depending, like if somebody goes to the right or to the right of these like goes, I don't know, like down here, like physically in the VR space, then you can see the camera looking around, like if it were yeah, the Oculus person going around the camera turns as well. VR controls, you will see two items which correspond to the two
We did
pointer
see them, yes.
thingies. Yeah. And the mirror VR session, this button is so that instead of having the camera fluctuating around in a static window, you see, as you saw, basically you see through my eyes what is going on. Okay, first thing, we can click on viewport shading. This way we can see already something about the colors and the basic material, the materials that the person has assigned. This is made to be a workbench engine, so it is not as heavy as if you would use the full real-time engine Eevee. Oh, just one thing. If I don't know if somebody of you is familiar with Cycles, which is the ray tracing engine of a Blender, the photorealistic renderer, basically a Blender. But it is not compatible with VR. And I would say
okay.
for
I
obvious reason,
suppose.
it uses
Of course, it is.
really a lot of resources. But
Yeah.
but it's okay. By default, you will have a EV as render engine, which is a fast real-time engine, which is still capable of having like a nice enough flights and to render properly the materials. It is of course not as beautiful with all the light bounces and everything that Blender does, but it is still nice enough. And we can check with this one at a later point once we fix the main issues that we had. Okay, so let's check first thing, the camera. The camera is at 1.6 meters from the floor. So this is supposedly already good because this is supposed to be more or less from the floor, the height of your eyes. And well, I'm about 1.70 something. So let's say that I've removed 10 centimeters for my eyes, and it would be at 165. Sometimes there are transforms. I will apply all the transforms just to make sure that there is no, well, in this case, if this is a pen, I can remove it. These transforms, well, the rotation of the camera, it doesn't really matter because it will get aligned with the Oculus headset. The scale, I just increased it so that I can actually see the camera in this case, as the scene was modeled in a different unit. Okay, if you go to the scene properties, you can see in case somebody has changed the scale. And changing the scale can sometimes create issues with how the camera is positioned. So try to have everything scaled at unit scale 1. Because it will be easier to debug the other issues. Now, it is entirely possible to have a whole scene to work with a different unit scale, but it is a complexity that at the beginning, at least, you will want to avoid. So in the case that, for example, the scale is at, I don't know, 0.1 because somebody modeled in different unit, I don't know. You will see that, for example, this object now has dimensions instead of 2.40 meters of height, it will have 24 centimeters. If now I enable the VR session, this device plugged in, again, it went on standby, fantastic. I need to enable it one moment. Is it possible to remove the standby time for now? Because it's going to be a bit.
I think we can do it only in developer options, but that's something we should definitely try out maybe next time. I know I have enabled developer options for Oculus when you go into settings, but there were like hundreds of them. So I suppose we should Google that at some point. But if you get fluent with the, oh, we can give under the headset and she keeps using it.
Yeah, it
and
might
then,
be better.
Yeah.
And the thing fell asleep again. It's not responding again.
Or I can be that, and then Andra can take some pictures. I think yes. Yeah, you can. You can use mine headset maybe. Here you go.
I don't know if it's because of the battery, but it's blinking 3 times.
Maybe it discharged. Did you see the charge level when you checked?
I don't know how to check this charge level of this. Let's see. Is it possible to plug it somehow?
Yeah, definitely. You want to plug it in the charger, or you want to plug it in computer?
Plug it in the charger, whatever works. Just so
the
that
charger is on the desk, on the white desk there at the end. There's a white charger to your left.
Desk there. Okay.
Yes. And you can take the other headset maybe meanwhile.
Yeah, but I would need to do go through all the connection and
that will take time, right?
one. That will take time. I don't think it's.
Okay, maybe while the headset is charging, we can try importing the next model.
Where is the port? Sorry, where is the charging port?
I will go and show you.
Yeah.
It's on the back for the headset. It's on the headset's back.
No, but the headset is fine. It's the
controllers.
Yeah.
We don't need to charge them. They actually run on batteries. I will go after batteries. It's so interesting. The last time I checked, they were full. Oh no, it vibrated. Maybe it works now.
Yeah. Okay. But okay, that is interesting.
I can check and then we'll see.
Maybe it's expecting me to have both of them in proximity. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Does it work now?
Okay, now they are. I can see them, so I guess yes.
I think you need to shake them around and click them a little bit. That wakes them up usually. They are a little bit sensitive about not trying to wake up.
Yeah, I think I got this microphone to work. You can tell me, but yeah, I can.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can
link.
move around if necessary. Yeah.
Launch. Not connected. Connected. Okay.
After a
can,
few minutes, Patrick will come back. Then we can put him into the headset
You can
forever.
use
I can also come, yeah.
Yeah, it might be easier because if it freezes every so often, it might be better.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
better that some person is always wearing it.
I'm ready to join
the
if you
wearer.
don't destroy it accidentally.
Okay, and in this case, Andre is much taller than me, so I will put
Tiny.
175. I don't know.
Yeah, my eyes could be like 170-ish because I'm 180.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Let's.
there's beats that like Beat Saber. No, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
I
you
can
are in the
see it.
scene. Okay. Let's assess if the height. Yeah, it looks like the height might be.
I think it's correct.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think that just
So in this case, you see, despite the scale being just showing, and just talking to them, to the people listening and watching, despite the scale, I can hear my echo. So despite the scale being
For us,
0.1,
it
which yeah, but I hear my echo in the.
is it from my like is my computer picking up the sound maybe? I will check.
For us on our
But in any
side, there is
case,
no
it
echo.
says it says now with a different scale that the object might be 24 centimeters tall, but Andra is definitely not 24 centimeters tall, and the camera is supposedly at okay at 17.5 centimeters from the ground. It is definitely misleading. So in this case, if we put back the scale to 1, magically everything matches. And if it doesn't, if this is for some reason scaled at, let's scale everything by 2, cursor to world origin. This is one thing you can do to scale everything, cursor to world origin with a Shift S. Cursor to world origin. You set to 3D cursor. You select everything, make sure that everything is visible. And S for scale. And in this case, you scale everything at once. You probably, for Andra, probably not much is changing if she sits, but if you stand up.
It's kind of nice. It's just like that the chair was starting here. I'm sitting on it, and it goes there, and I cannot like go around it much. Like it starts here, but I think since the room is empty here, you could move it here.
Now I scaled, for example, I scaled everything by 2, so now it's probably now it's immense.
Way too big. It's like it's gigantic.
You can show how Andres stays, but from Andres' perspective, it must like
It's
feel
like it looks like a bus stop or something like huge.
So in this case,
For giants.
in this case, if the scale is incorrect, what you can do is manipulate like this. I selected the whole of the seats plus the. 1 second, let me remove this. Like all the items that need to be resized, and you can either do it manually until the scale more or less matches. Like you know that your model is 2.4 meters tall. This works as a bounding box of everything. So for the last item. So in this case, the top part is up here. It's up here. The bottom part is down here. And I know between these two distances, it's 2.40 meters, and I see that now it's 4.80 meters. So you can either scale it by hand until it's more or less, in this case, more or less accurate, or you can do it with mathematics. In this case, S for scale divided 2 and enter 2.4
Good.
meters. And now it should be correct for let's see.
Yeah, but back where we started. Yeah.
It is correct. Just I'm thinking that maybe some people will hit the head here, but otherwise it's nice.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I really like, that when you try it in VR, you actually immediately see all the problems. Like for the first time I tested the furniture, I immediately see, okay, this is not a good height for the handle. But when you try to do it in like in a scale model or like everywhere, it never works like in a real scale. That's yeah, it's hard to describe through Zoom and through a 2D image, but that's the magic of VR prototyping.
You
I
should
would say.
come and test it yourself.
Yeah, next meeting in person. Oh, actually, I think starting March we can do in-person meetings again.
So until here, even let's say good enough laptop GPUs might be able to still render this kind of scene, because as you can see, there are no shadows. It's pretty simple. However, now that we have a good GPU, then let's improve a little bit on this, because in some cases you have items which are not like only for the shape of it, but also you want to make sure that they actually look good. So we want to see how it looks like in a light, with a lighting, with like a correct environment. I will not go as far as to creating new materials for this, but what we can do is switch to viewport shading. And in this case, I already added some lights. Now, for the VR to be smoother, it is kind of simplifying some shadows. So in VR, you will always see more jagged shadows than you will see in your Blender viewport. But you can already have a preview like of the dark spots depending on where your lights are. We can move a bit of lights around. Now I can see here it's weirdly smooth, but I can use an edge split like this to make it look, probably the edges are more sharp, a bit like this. And I don't know, I added some light, I added some, I can add some reflections where there are, yeah, the materials I would rather not do from zero. I will show you another scene where you can actually see the materials as a preview. But I don't know, Matis, do you have any idea on what would you like to check for a model like this?
I think currently the main thing we wanted to check is scale, and that Andrew currently checked. I think also for the jury, of course, when we do the model for the jury, we will ask the team to send in the material they want. So materiality will play a role, especially if we can simulate the 3D layering of the 3D printed concrete. I don't think we need to go super in depth there, or even we can do all teams white models, like just to, because
I think
it will
the
be
models are good. I just want to sit in it, but it's like it's placed over there and I cannot reach there.
So
but
you already tried with putting a chair in the place of a
yeah,
bench?
I sat on
let's
this.
try that.
I sat on this. Like basically, the chair starts here and it goes into the wall there. So if you can move it all the way to the left, or you can move it 90 degrees like this, maybe. So it's this is like the kind of like you can rotate from here. You could rotate it like this point could rotate to the right 90 degrees, and then I could sit here.
Okay, so wait.
So this can stay here technically, and this could go to the right.
Okay, I have not understood very well, but one thing that you can do,
here's the big arch. The big arch is nice, but
Andre,
the smaller
you can go
ones
somewhere and say that he needs to move the center of the bench there. Like, that will be much easier for him.
Like you could rotate it around the end. That's one thing. Like the end is where the big arch starts.
For you to be able to go around it, yeah?
Yeah, I think where the big arch is, it's great starting point, but it should be turned 90 degrees. I don't know, clockwise, but.
So we're not talking about the model, but just of its position, yeah?
Yeah, position in the room, I guess.
Okay. What I can do to center a little bit better the model, like this.
It must feel so fun for Andre because it's moving in real time.
Yeah, actually, I don't see it anymore.
Now it's not enabled, but
now I see. Yeah, now it's you have to move it.
Okay, I can move it in real time actually because we're saying it.
Yeah.
So I can put it.
Yeah, like this and even more. More.
Move it
You
on
can,
her.
yeah, you can, yeah, more. Go. I will
I'd
stay
say
stop,
move it
I think.
over her. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful to your back.
Yeah, and now we can stop, and I think I will be able to sit everywhere. And can you show them what I'm seeing?
Yeah, they see what you
I
see.
think it is.
Ah,
Yeah.
you see, like it, because I will start here.
You
I
can
cannot,
maybe make
like
the
I was
viewport
there
wider.
inside before, so it's like nice height, but I'm just afraid of, like, how will people sit here? I don't know.
But I don't think it's the final version of their model.
Yeah,
I think they sent the
like
older
this
one.
chair looks interesting. I like it.
Mhm.
It's like you can sit here, maybe 2 people, and you don't see the other people there.
Mhm.
And some people can sit there, and then I can move. Like this one, it's very nice, but I don't know, like if you can
This is very
go
low.
inside, like it's more
Like
like
I
a
know I would
cave
bump my
feeling.
head definitely.
I think
Yeah.
Because
some
I
people
bump my
would
head
bump,
and
I would.
even at airports,
but
like
like
I bump
you can
it at
put
the
your
airplane.
legs up. I think this is
Oh,
perfect
that's
for
a good feeling.
reading.
Yes. Like if there were lights inside, it would be even cozier at night, you know, like.
And here some homeless people could sleep.
Now we can move a
Very
light.
nice. I think some people would enjoy sleeping here in the rain.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, that's like so nice. And then people say metaverse will not be real.
Yeah.
It will.
I think this middle part is very interesting.
Move around the lights like this.
Wow. Now you
Yeah,
do you
and
see the lights under?
yeah, I see it. It's very lit.
I can show Anders viewport.
Yeah, I see
Actually, I
it.
also want to try. It looks
You,
so
you
fun.
can come. It's almost your size, I would say. Like if you
Yeah.
sit, it will be your size.
Crazy. I don't want to
I
try it.
think you
It
could
looks
like.
too fun. I will give you my headset. You can give me yours.
Okay. Okay. Switching headsets. Okay. How tall are you?
I am 193, so it will be 195.
Sorry. 185, something like that.
Yeah, 195 height.
Okay. 1 second. You need to stand up though. You need to stand up for initiation, and put your back to the movement spontaneous. Go wherever to where
To the
it's
banner, yeah.
Yeah, so this is so that you in the starting position of the scene you have right in front of you the bench. Yeah,
Oh
no,
boy.
now you're in the middle of the bench.
Wow,
Okay,
so fun.
so we can see him.
So what you as a participants can't see right now is that I also have visual overlay of the real world. So what I see is a hybrid space. I see the bench, but I also see the chair here and I can touch it because it gives an overlay. So I can basically move it where the chair is located and try sitting in it. And currently I'm sitting in the chair and I can look to my right, to my left. I can simulate touching it. And actually right now I see my hand, but I also see the chair. It's like having a hybrid reality. Really fun. And I can see the controllers are right there.
Yeah.
So I see everything almost. And now I can move in here. Maybe I want to sit like this. Let's see. There we go. Actually, it's so fun. I try avoiding the real world, but also the like virtual world. So it's really fun. But this place here, it really feels cozy when you can see someone sitting in front of you, like maybe proposing someone. Really fun part. Then again, I already hit my head. It wasn't a theoretical thing. Actually, I virtually hit my head. And I felt it because I started seeing polygons. so that happened. But yeah, and I think in the competition, at least the plan is that we will be able to test it. Best case scenario, we will even have 3D printed part of the bench where we can actually sit on that part or touch it, you know. But that's something that is really ambitious. Also, transporting it would be hard. I would give it 10% chance of happening. But who knows? Who knows? For the teams who send in models early, it's much more likely. But yeah, seeing it in real scale, it's just amazing. We need to put on this charging. While it charges, we can try
put another
importing the other
model,
ones. Yes.
Okay. Well, we can try some other bench model, or we can try one of the models we
I
made
would say
previously.
let's try as many teams as we can.
Okay.
We have
that
4 in total.
Also save these models somewhere on your computer because basically we will be using them for the final presentations. They might send updated ones, but that's the thing we will be using.
This one is saved. Okay, let's open. Okay, I have a Fra bench 3D clean. This one is.
This was
Yeah. This one was
This one was
from, and then 4 a.m. sent, and Daniel sent, but Daniel said it might not be the right size.
But in the USB, I think I don't have.
USB, you have 3 of them and 1 in Telegram.
Ah,
The
okay,
last
so
one.
they are OBJ STL
Yeah,
files.
they
Okay, so
sent in different types. Yes.
okay, let's open.
Three
Let's
different.
actually open it in the same project. I will create a quick collection so we can bench 1, and I will save the separate benches to different collections so that I can easily enable them. Ah, yeah, I removed the seat. Okay, like this.
But I really
I can
felt
disable.
the mobile GPU power because last time we tried it, it lagged a lot more.
Okay, and now let's open. So import. It was one was an STL, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Let's hope it will work out of the box. So when you import other models, well, first of all, it has imported. You cannot tell because sometimes if the models are scaled absolutely massively, I pressed the dot to see where it is, but I cannot see it. This might mean that it's out of its bounds. And I can see that our bench is about 1.3 kilometers big.
Yeah, also Daniel said it should
So-
be 4,000 millimeters, so 4 meters in x-axis. She said she already warned us.
Okay, the first thing I will do is first of all to go to a usable scale.
Mhm.
I want first to go back like this so that I can at least see what's going on. So I guess I will scale it by 1,000 times. Okay.
It will look like a bird type of shape. Yeah. on this one.
Okay. So okay, now I can understand more or less. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. And so you know the sizes of this, yeah?
Yeah, she said it's 4 meters in x-axis or like
Or-
the long. I don't know. I think x means this horizontal.
Not height, yeah,
Yeah.
width, I would say.
Yeah, the width. I think the wings, let's say, are 4 meters wide.
Okay, well, like
And you can sit on this first part. You will see that it's kind of like sitting part usually is 40, 50, 60
in this case,
centimeters.
the origin, I can see that the model was not centered in the file, so I can see the origin.
Mhm.
That's always
uh,
important to center
Yeah.
the model for any purposes, right?
So I will move it.
Uh-huh.
I will just because it looks organic, so I'm not sure I will be able to pick the center. Yeah, so I will just do it by hand, very simple,
Yeah.
like in a very simple
It
way.
is
And
symmetrical, so at least
yeah, but the thing
it is
is,
on one axis. It's
I want to
centered.
That's
catch.
actually something that Andre mentioned. It's very important that the
Mm.
height is something we should ask every team to produce the height, because width and length for organic forms is probably hard to say
Hopefully I
which
can catch this
dimension is
vertex.
which. But we should always
And
ask
we can
what's the
ask
height,
later
and then we can
also for the
definitely
height,
check,
or maybe
because
just
it's
on the
really
poster.
important when we will do it in the final presentation for the jury members that they actually have the right scale for each of the
Mm.
models.
Okay, in this case, I found that, okay, at the bottom, it's more or less, I can tell that this can be the center and it's at the bottom. So I can tell, I put the cursor here, cursor to selected, and I will search for origin to 3D cursor. In this case, now when I do like the ordinary medium point scaling, which is the default one, it will scale with that bottom part as its center. So you said it was 40 centimeters tall?
Ah, Daniela is here. We can ask
Maybe
Daniela
she-
how high is the bench totally. If Daniela is really here. Yeah, she is.
The biggest
highest part.
height is 4
Yeah.
meters. Yes.
Really?
that's a lot.
Height, yes.
Okay, so
No,
let's
no.
Uh, We are thinking this
biggest,
like back.
Cik augsts viņš ir, Daniela?
Tā kā tā aizmugurīte.
Cik augsta ir
augsts ir
augstākā?
mazāk par metru, bet tā lielākā daļa starp spārniem ir 4 metri.
Ah, the
Because,
length, so it would be
tas
like probably
vismaz,
what we
Y.
want in this
Y
case,
length. X,
I think
yeah,
Z
X
is
easiest,
under
4
meter.
meters. Yeah,
the easiest because in this case Okay, so in this
it's
case,
4
Daniel,
meters.
no,
Yeah, she said
she
it
knows
this-
because no, just to specify, she knows because she modeled it. But in case you
Yeah.
receive a model and you don't know, it is always easier to scale along the z-axis because sometimes
yes.
x-axis will go. Sometimes I will put some axis. Sometimes it will be like this. Sometimes
In
it
the
will be like
middle.
this. Sometimes
Yeah,
it will be
yeah,
like this.
I
But
think
z,
she knows that the
yeah,
like
but
width,
just,
she knows width, but it's not the same as
Yeah, so
This,
my
this
point
is
is,
something we will ask for each people to
Mhm.
provide when we do the final ones.
yes, the z, while the x and y axis people rotate it as they please, the z axis almost always points upwards. So when you need to scale the model, just consider the bounding box of the item. So the bounding box, let's see, if you go in the object viewport display, now I have texture, but I will do bounds, you will see a square. This square contains all the geometry of the item. And you can see that the square is as high as the whole geometry. I can actually enable separately the bounds. So you can see that this square, this sorry, cube thing, this shape that encompasses everything, it corresponds to these dimensions. So if I know the tallest, what is the height from the ground of the tallest point, I automatically can scale, but until I reach that dimension, and at this point, I'm sure that everything else will be scaled in the same way because it is proportional. So in this case, I just need to know this tallest point, how far is it from the ground?
The widest part was 4 meters, Daniela. She doesn't know
Yes.
the height.
The height doesn't know.
The widest part is 4 meters. In this case, the bounding box is correct. So I think it's
Okay.
axis number x. Yeah, it's x-axis is 4 meters.
Okay, so I'm scaling it 4 meters. Okay, so now it will be accurate enough.
Perfect.
Let's move it around. Okay, where is my camera? It's here. Why is it so small? Because I apply the scale. It looks a bit low, 4 meters.
No, the height isn't 4 meters, only the width.
No, but
so
yeah, but it's only, is it normal that it's only like, yeah, 47 centimeters from the ground?
Oh yeah, that's a good question, Daniel. Is it?
Because it looks kind of small. Like
I don't know, it looks wrong, but I will check it.
Yes, because currently it looks really small.
It is 4 meters from here
like
to
the
here.
highest part
is 47 centimeters.
Like
maybe
the lowest
Y
part.
is 4 meters, no? Like maybe she modeled it differently, but yeah.
I think she meant
But
X as X.
Yeah.
Because it's really large.
Like, is it large or small? I can try to see that.
Because if it's 4 meters tall, then it is like.
No, she said it's under 1 meter. Like it's a chair. Like basically, you can look at this chair. It's kind of the same idea. Like
I think it's 8 meters actually.
like
Somewhere we missed a multiplier. I think it's 8 meters,
Maybe
and then the height is a meter.
Meters,
Yeah, I think each ring is 4 meters.
She said it's under 1 meter, so height.
So no, it is under
1 meter.
When you put X 8 meters, it is under 1 meter, Andre.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 8 meters looked very correct for me.
Here's also the.
Yeah, and it's a little bit under 1 meter, and that seems right.
Will sit here.
On that base, let's see how far it is from the ground. We're using the measuring tools. No, it's definitely not 2 meters. I need to use the snapping to vertex. Okay, now, but is it normal that you sit only 24 centimeters from the ground?
This is for feet. This is for feet.
This is for feet.
I think you sit here, and here's feet, and here's your back.
Okay, so you sit at about 40.
Yeah, Daniel, we really need some dimensions.
Yeah, we need some dimensions because it might be. It will be a bit complex, but we can
at least
still
we
try.
know it works.
We can try.
Yeah, but for the final one, we really will need the height dimension.
Yeah. So let's. Ander, can you put on the headset? We can try.
This one?
I think it was this.
I put it charging.
No,
it's charging. I plugged it into the charger. Charger is on the table.
Down there. Yeah. We can try and see if it looks plausible in the meantime. start. Okay, I don't see anything moving though.
It's locked with password. I'll see if I can unlock it.
You have to press some buttons.
I'm in,
on the-
yeah, I'm in the room. So,
Second. Okay, now it should be.
yeah,
Yeah.
I see it is just at your table. It should be closer to the banner. Yeah. The size kind of looks okay.
Is it? Does it feel the right size? Try to sit on the.
It looks like a very low sofa, so maybe you have to move it.
Okay.
Maybe
Let me
even
move
more.
the scene around. So where should I? Where should I move it?
To the left, yeah.
To
Okay,
this
perfect,
direction?
yeah. Yeah,
Like
this also works, yeah. Yeah, it's it's very low. Well, wait a minute.
Is it not
Or
8
it's
meters
like-
currently?
No, it's actually, it's not that it's low, but I think this 25 centimeter step, I'm not sure if it will work. Because it feels like I'm falling. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, or the knees are going very high up. But I think the size is correct. I'm just not sure about the design. You can
I also want to try it.
like you can count, like technically you could sit on this 25 centimeter thing if you're a child or you just really like.
Low place, like
Low.
hanging down.
Yeah, I can try. I think it makes sense, but I just haven't tried any chair like this,
Oh.
so it's hard to reference it.
1 second, I will adjust the camera for you. 85. Give me a moment.
Oh yeah, you are right. It's very hard to put on the headset with
3,
this
2,
microphone.
1, go.
It's good we bought these ones. I always thought, why do we have two microphones? Why do we have two microphones? So the bench is here. I know. And the bench, oh, yeah. Well, I kind of
Something
you
is
know,
right,
like-
something is not right.
No, I can imagine
interesting.
myself doing this like this thing like here. And I would put my phone here probably, or like put my,
Yeah, like a
shoes
backpack
here.
maybe.
yeah, not on the ground.
I think it's like specific type of chair. I can
But,
see it.
Yeah, and here I like this height. For this one, it would not, that would be, for me, I would be too large to sit. But for children, maybe it's cool. And like here, I feel good. But it looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks very beautiful.
But I see the point when I would accidentally forget, I would put my feet down and bump them on this edge here.
I think
That
it's
would definitely happen.
it's like stairs feeling.
But then again, I would sit probably like this too. I would like, oh yeah, actually I'm doing that. Yeah, that could happen. Can you put on a non-shaded version?
Or darker. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
very
this is much
white and
better,
it's
yeah, yeah.
hard to see it. Like
Mhm. Yeah, I would want, if it's meant to be sat on this height here, like my ass is too big for it.
yeah.
I would just slide down, I
I
think.
think you would slide out of it, like
Yeah, yeah.
slide to the ground, maybe.
Or although maybe here I could sit.
Bit messy, yeah, with
But yeah, I really feel like anxiousness. I would really want to like, you know, like, oh, like sit in a little bit more. But otherwise, like, I do like that I can like recline with my elbows. That's really nice. I would probably do it like this too.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of beach or something very
Yes,
relaxing.
it
I don't know
really-
how to
it
explain it.
feels
Or
very relaxing.
it could be next
And
to
here, like,
fontaine,
yeah, like doing like
water
this.
fountain.
Mhm.
Yeah, you look
Yeah,
good.
I think it's really good for children actually. I would see children crawling all over it. Like if someone would want to sell this without changing it, I would say it's a children's playground area, but
Yeah,
without looking childish.
kindergarten. Yeah, it's like
it's
very
safe,
sleek and
no
modern.
sharp places, no ability to fall anywhere.
Maybe
yeah.
you know this
For adults,
this
it
new
will not be
school-
that
oh,
comfortable.
this new kindergarten in Southfields, maybe.
Mhm.
Why
Yeah,
not?
Daniela needs to come and, oh, actually, let's maybe try it like this. Next Tuesday, we have this final meeting with Maris for results on 3D concrete printing. And the Tuesday after that, we could actually maybe try, oh, I will ask Nicolas if he's available, but we could try organizing this meetup in the actual place where the finals will be happening. So we basically can try if the network there is good enough, or do we need a cable,
Yeah.
all that type of thing.
Yeah.
Also, it's very spacious, so it's like a
extremely
huge
spacious there.
place. It's like,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I will need. I will need. Yeah, but you know how to do. Okay, never mind.
you could also put multiple chairs in one model, since it's very large place, and just go from one chair to
But
another.
the thing that you can do this without a cable, oh my gosh, like you really want to look around a lot. If there was a cable, that would be so limiting. But oh well, life is life, I guess. Okay, well, we have spent a lot of time on this model. Let's try the next ones quickly.
Yeah.
Let's switch to the next.
I will put charging again. I'm afraid it will discharge.
Okay, I will add another.
It's really quickly
Another
discharged
bench.
this time. Or maybe it wasn't fully charged.
And because I'm OCD, I will do like this. Okay, let's add the other one was an OBJ, I think.
Oh, it's really good that we have 3 different types
Yeah,
of files.
everyone
So
send different
everyone.
files.
Another, you can check email. Meanwhile, maybe someone finally sent in
Okay,
something
here we
last
have
moment.
another
I
one.
sent in Telegram, first one.
Okay, so I imported the OBJ file, and looks also this one to scale, because now it's like 400 meters. Let's do again the same. Let's scale it by 100. Okay, again for this model, I will need to know the scale, even though
Yes,
this might look
Lauris
actually
knows it's
already.
here. He can speak definitely
Yeah, and maybe
if
I
you're
will add-
able. If
Yeah.
not,
Oh, this one has a lot of polygons, I think.
yeah, this one I want to sleep on and see see if you can.
It might already be the right size. I think it was the scale was 100. Let's see
Usually
how
the
far.
sitting part is like 40, 60 centimeters. Yeah,
But it looks correct, yeah.
So 1
60
second.
makes sense.
Yeah, it looks really correct. Yeah, I would say it's correct.
Yeah, more or less. Now I have a hard time snapping it to the right axis, but no, it's more or less correct. Yeah, for about 40 centimeters from
Yeah,
the floor. It looks
that
correct.
sounds correct.
Okay, wanna come in to test it?
Yeah, sure. Coming.
That was so fast. I
This,
think that,
this one was really fast.
yeah, it was extremely fast.
Maybe let's lower these
Alright.
lights a bit, because they're very powerful.
Yeah, they are. 300 watts, a lot.
And let's put
Atmosphere.
a little bit of like, I mean, most of the lights are not completely white. So anyway, okay, let's start with VR in the meantime.
Yeah, I see you. Nice. Oh, well, now it looks very either small or yeah.
I think there's something.
I think it's inside of the ground.
Oh yeah, but wait, because I think you're.
20 centimeters underground.
1 second. I need to adjust
or
because
40
this is
centimeters.
still
Mhm.
Matisse height.
Ah, okay.
So 1.75 m. Stand up
Mhm.
and okay, now it should be better.
Yeah, I'll check it. Yeah, now the ground is almost maybe it's 10
So
centimeters.
interesting to see at the same moment the under and the model.
Is it more or less accurate now?
I think it makes sense. I think I will go here because I think this was meant to kind of go into the ground. So this is like this.
You know, one thing that you can do
I
is to
think it's
take.
correct.
You can take one of the. You can take one of these things and put it on the floor, so I can see one of.
I will show you. Like there is this laid back
You can
part.
take one of the controllers and put it on the floor,
Ah.
and I can see if your hand matches.
Maybe it was meant to be a little bit in the ground. Okay, now it's on the ground.
1 second, because it didn't update the position. Can you stand up? Stand up straight. Okay. Okay. Now, and I see the controllers in weird positions for some reason.
Yeah, one of them is there.
And one of them is on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
one
for
is on
some
the
reason-
floor.
For some reason, it's not updated. The controller is like floating in the air in this view.
But I would say it was good enough. I don't have to change.
Yeah, it might be that your eyes are not exactly 175 from the floor, but okay, it's a bit it might be a bit tricky to measure.
Also, the
that
floor
now.
is not level.
Can you push
floor
it?
is not level?
Can you like if I'm looking at the M letter now? Can you push it up? Yeah, this.
Like
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. Sort of like this. I think I'll go here.
In this case, it's out of the. Okay, now she's back. I think I will just hide the controls because they're outside of everything.
Can you see my legs? You cannot probably.
No, you cannot see.
Because
your
I
legs.
see my legs. Oh my gosh.
I will put the
You should,
mirror
oh,
here.
really? Try it.
Yeah,
might be my
the
favorite.
feeling doesn't translate at all on the screen. But when you actually are in the VR, it feels magical.
It might be a bit slippery, like like I think it will be like kind of if it's very polished wood.
Hello?
I think it will be like, yeah, you can say.
This is the end of the bench is just for lying down, but the main sitting parts is in the like side.
You sit, it's only for the legs, right?
So if I turn it around like this, you mean this part?
Yeah. For example, this part, yes.
It was good.
But actually, I understood a good point. I think for this case, it's already too late in the competition. We should probably have tried this VR thing earlier or just next time. But the thing that you should have done, I think, for the ends is a dentist's chair feeling, you know, when you lie in the dentist's chair and you really feel good. But the shape of the body, like the butt usually needs a place to rest horizontally, and then either the legs go up or the legs go straight, but you never put your butt on a sloped surface. Even when you sit in a dune, right, you always like kind of rub it in to be stable. And in this case, it will be even more comfortable, I think. But that's already like, or you know, the lounge chair,
This is like
the shape when you have the beach chair.
idea. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's really good though.
Is the
It
height
looks
correct of a bench, or is it like too low or too high?
I think it's I think it's again in the ground, 10 or 20 centimeters.
20
I
centimeters.
also want to try.
Okay, can you stand up? I will try to
Yeah.
adjust 1 second the height.
It looks correct size, just a bit underground.
Okay, let me.
Matty, you can come if you want.
Okay,
I really like.
Okay, now the height should be correct.
Yeah.
Try to sit on the bench.
Yeah.
So what I do is I stop the
I
VR.
think it's matching. It's now in the poster. But it's okay.
Is it again in the ground or is it fine?
No, now it's in the banner.
Okay.
It has to move up. Like in this M letter. Has to go up.
I see you're navigating around. I can move a bench towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the feeling when you actually can see
The bench
person
is
walking
following
around,
you.
it looks so cool.
I think it's tiny. Oh no, it's good. It's tiny. I don't know. Like, I think it's different on each side, right? I like this side better. This higher one I like better.
Can I take
This
it?
lower one feels whoosh.
And there's feedback. Yeah,
Slippery slide.
that's like the consumer testing or how it's called. Like,
Can you show the VR screen?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, now 1 second. I need to adjust the height for Matisse. So 185. We are okay. Start.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really cool. Looks like it's like from a computer game, but in a good way. Looks like it shouldn't be real, like not in Latvia. It's like
So good.
unprecedentedly cool, but yeah, it's nice. Also, given the limitations, like how small the print elements are. Well done.
And there will be flower pots in these corners.
You can actually simulate the flowers, probably.
Maybe for the final. Yeah.
But yeah, this part there, it looks so clean. I don't know if it will look so good when it's printed, but I will actually, let's see if I can move. No, I can't. maybe again. Can you move the bench towards me like this?
Sure. Towards you this way.
Yes, yes, yes. I would say like let's do a meter or 2 meters more. Because I want to test the height of the lying down part.
Sorry, 2 meters more. Ah, like this, you mean?
Yes, 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 very good. Yeah, so the thing is that I would probably put my butt here and then lie with my spine here. So if those were a little bit higher or longer, then I could put my, but then again, someone would trip on that. So it's a really like, yeah, that's your,
tricky.
but I think, yeah, like for some teams, it would be really valuable to see them in VR. The thing, yeah.
I think
Well,
it depends
when
on
the
the
competition
idea.
ends, like the teams will win their prize, right? And then in April, the production begins. And in that case, you can probably think about before it goes into construction, do we make any adjustments? I think currently it would be no time to adjust anything anymore. And it looks cool already. I think it
Looks
goes
cool.
for most of the teams, but you can just know that that's something I would think about because
Either it
right
needs
here,
to be longer
I
or
would
lower.
sit here. I would sit here.
Yeah, me too. Like
And then I would have my spine there.
I think my feet would be in the grass as well. Like
Yeah, but maybe that's good. I don't know.
yeah.
But I think, yeah, that would be really nice to like put these, or even if it could even go like a little bit up, you know, like for the, but then it becomes really long and
I
the
think then
material is,
it's harder
I think
and
as a
harder
concept,
and
it's fine.
harder.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you don't have to change, just think about it.
It's fine. It's fine. You can also always do it like put the feet, put the feet on the
Yeah, went a bit
ground
too far.
and like kind of lie down. Yeah, it still works. Actually saw the limit. I thought, no way, it's so close, but yeah, it is. That's so interesting. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Did we have any more models?
I think not. I think we.
I sent one in Telegram
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me open
called
it.
Architects.
But well done. Like you guys really
Okay.
modeled a lot. Like everything is modeled. In
Yeah, they made even the tiny
How much hours did you
rose or
spend on this?
something.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Well done.
let's do the. Actually, I can keep you in the VR, but you need to stand up.
Okay.
Okay.
I can. It's like, you know, like witnessing other people work. You can just sit in a 3D model and see someone else working. You just enjoy, sip your
Yeah,
coffee, like observe.
someone's modeling stuff. And
It would be so cool. I
And
can
it
imagine
was
like you have a client. He just sits in the VR and you model around him. You're like, oh, let's do that. Let's do that. I'll scale it up a bit.
So I can see it's huge again. And so
It looks like the printed model, right? Like I can stamp it with my.
It's very tiny.
I can see
Vladimir is
there are
laughing
like a
already.
huge figure. I don't know if this is meant to be, but there is like a huge person and a tiny.
I think that's like SketchUp person, this one that appears randomly.
Okay, let's maybe remove this.
Yeah, we don't need
I
it.
don't see the person, by the way,
Okay.
We saw it.
And
It
I
was on
guess
different
it
side.
might be.
because it was flat. I don't think I see flat
Yeah,
thing.
it was 2D person. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, okay, that was quick. So this one is higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's go in there.
Okay. Looks nice.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Put here.
Can you look into it?
Yeah, the sharp edges, but we already talked about it. Maybe when you
I
print it,
think
it will
it's
not
not
be
gonna
sharp.
be
Yeah,
sharp
yeah.
in real life.
Mhm.
It's,
Let's
uh,
bevel them a
Otherwise,
little bit.
Mhm.
Ah,
I
it
think it's
doesn't.
pretty cool. You can see in the
You're gonna
pots.
see inside, yeah.
Mhm.
I-
That
i-
that
is-
that
is
that
it-
part there.
Is it deep enough for sitting? Like it looks very narrow. Or,
Yeah,
or
I do feel like again like is it my
if
big
it's a
butt or
big
something?
person, yeah, big. Then
Also a
maybe
little
it's very
bit
narrow.
like you know this would be a bench where I would
This is-
not sit for a long
I think it's
time.
nice for those
Maybe
cities where
it's
they
good.
don't want people to like stay for too long, like and sleep there. So
Yeah, like a
it's kind of
hobo.
good.
Like a hobo would never sleep on this chair.
That's good. So we don't want hobos in like campus,
Mhm.
probably.
But
Also, this
otherwise,
is
I
nice
think
for like
mostly it works. Yeah.
train station. This would be nice.
Well, yeah. The thing is, I would want to have like the back angled a little bit. Like it feels really like you know.
Straight.
Yeah, like sitting in a
Yeah.
school chair a little bit.
Yeah, but I think design-wise, then it
But
would
yeah,
be
that's something you
messy.
can. Yeah. That's really hard.
And also, like the concrete, it might not turn out straight. You don't know.
Concrete will solve it.
Concrete
Yeah.
has its
Oh,
own.
otherwise it works. You can see it. Well done. Perfect. Well done. I think that's all for today's meeting. If we don't have any more, thank you all for turning in. It was a
Yeah.
really great experience. I
We
actually
can,
didn't expect it will go so
Maybe you
smooth.
wanted to
What
show
we can
something
do,
else? Yeah.
we can show the cabinets model and then the studio.
Oh yeah, let's try that. That's
Yeah.
like for the official part of the meeting is over. If you leave, we will not pursue you.
And I
But
say,
otherwise, we will try to show
Mm.
you some what we have done with it.
and now
Maybe
I
interesting for you
put
what's
it
possible.
in.
It's a bit more bigger, let's say.
During our
Let's
month where we
open. I
toyed
think
with the
it was-
concept, that's how far
I
we
think
got.
it was this one. I will need a
Ooh.
moment to load.
This
the
will be a good
materials.
test, like polygon wise and like breadth. Oh boy. And if
Looks
we
good,
do a
right?
mirror thing, like it actually mirrors the real area. Wow.
Now it needs to load the materials. Now the materials for this scene are not optimized for the VR, but it still works. So we will still do that. But first
Really
they
great.
need to load. Once they finish loading, we can have Mattis wandering around in it.
Like I will have a feeling where I don't know if I'm in virtual world or in the real one.
In the meantime, okay, it loaded and 1.85 m we said. Okay, let's for feedback. This one don't need it. Start. Okay, here we are.
It needs to be scaled up a bit.
Yeah, I guess. Ah, yes, because you were sitting when I started
You
it.
have to stand up
Mhm.
for 1.85 m to work.
Yeah, 1 moment. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if it's accurate. Is it accurate?
I would say that it is. You can move it all towards me a bit.
1 second. So all towards
I'll
you.
put you at the table. Where you will be.
Actually, it will be easier for me to move a camera because there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah. It's always like moving.
But you can walk around with the sticks.
Ah, I didn't know that.
And
will
I
try
think
that.
for moving, it's the stick on the left, left
Okay,
hand.
let's try that. Oh, yes, I can. Wow, this is cool. I can even rotate my viewpoint. Nice. I don't need to rotate myself.
The right one the right handle don't use it too much because it also goes up. It makes you go up and down, and that will mess up with your height from the ground. So
I
it's
understood.
better
No,
to.
I really like this detail here. I hope the actual contractor can do it, like cut it so it doesn't have the holes. And I really feel like it calls, and the hinges are really good. Yeah, I like it. Everything is awesome. Yeah, close it up. Doing the double doors was a great idea. Is this the size that was the bigger size, 1/3?
Yes, this is 1/3. Yeah.
That was also a good idea. Actually, I think in 20 minutes, the Haralds will come, the actual manufacturer, so we can give him and he will be able to see it. He will be really not excited or I don't know. We will see. Oh, let's go there. That's the new one. Yeah, it feels really cool. Like you could put the backpack in here, throw it in. And the hooks also are great. I think in this one, the hooks are not needed. They're only.
Oh yeah, I think I just removed. I forgot to remove them.
Yeah, but here the hooks are really nice. Like I could see myself hooking something up there. Perfect. Let's see what the big one goes. Yeah, it's also great. It has a lot of hooks in there. Someone like we need to like hook manufacturer was really like selling it. Yeah, for me it's really I think for a shorter person to be really hard to reach in there. But for
Yeah,
me,
probably.
that's
Maybe we
something to
can
keep in
remove the
mind.
top one. Yeah.
No, I think it's good that it is there. We just need to think something about it, but that's for future. Also, we haven't even started working on the like. Let's first do the first one. We have a lot of time to think, but this already feels real, so it's great. Yeah.
We can try to open another file. I have a cabinet for the soup box.
Oh yeah, let's try that one.
Open cabinets. I think it was this one. Let's see. It's missing some materials. Okay, never mind. Like we can
Alright.
still. So I just duplicate the camera so I can have one at 185 from the floor, and I need to put it as main camera. Okay, and start VR session.
Like the moving with the stick is really great. That solves a lot of problems. If I had a cable, oh, here we go. Nice.
So now
It's actually bigger than I remembered it.
it will probably fail to load some materials, but let's see how it. Oh wait,
Yeah, it's really big.
1 second, because it loaded in cycles. And for some reason it worked though, or maybe it's
Well,
unintended.
maybe because if you have a stronger video card, it does work.
I think it's just because I switched before I enabled the VR.
Ah, okay, I
But
see.
now
Oh,
it's,
it's nice. The material is just loaded.
Some of them, I think it's not going to load everything.
Well, the key, you can even see the keyhole. And there's a reflection in it. Great. Yeah, like grab the backpack, pop it in. Yeah, it is pretty big though, but that's what the guy wanted.
It's a shame that it's not loading the materials, but okay.
Yeah, I like everything about it. Great job.
Maybe I can.
Walk around it a bit.
I can walk inside it. I can imagine that I'm in the box.
It's very useful.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Can you do something, Mati?
I don't. I can just look at it, but it's still cool.
Maybe you can
Let's try the office.
walk around.
Let's try the office. That
The
one is
or
more,
like
is the most.
the dessert.
That one is cool.
Yeah, that one is. I
Okay.
don't know really.
I
use
just
working.
wanted you to move around so I can film it, but yeah.
Well, the office will be worth moving around.
Yeah. So again, camera 1.85 meters. I hope everybody can still see what I'm doing.
Yeah,
yeah,
Zoom is
definitely.
fine.
Okay.
Is anyone there
Camera.
anymore?
Main
Yeah,
camera.
some people maybe.
Hmm.
At least I'm there.
Whoa, I'm in. Oh my gosh. So
Oh my
cool.
god. Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Only the, the chairs are the children version.
Why?
Or I'm scaled inappropriately.
Maybe 1 second. Let me start over.
Because the kitchen also looked a little bit low.
The chairs are. No, the chairs look normal. Maybe it's just
How high the chairs should be.
185, 160.
Or maybe I messed with the yaw.
Okay, stand there 1 second. Let's try again. Okay, is it now? Does it look like the correct size now?
It's a good question, you know? Like, like you see, this here is the height of the chair.
No, no.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's in the
a bit-
ground.
This here is the height of the ground.
Sorry,
So it's not in the ground.
1 second. Can you put it on the ground again?
Here's the ground.
No, you have to touch the ground with the controller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I know what's happening. Sorry, 1 second. I understand what's happening. Yeah, so it's because I put the model slightly all out of the Z. So if I put the camera on the floor now, I'm just explaining for those who are watching. If I put the camera on the floor, it will be 1 second. Why is it going around like that? Yeah, because I'm inside the wall. So no, actually it is at 0 for some reason.
It was at 0. I didn't feel like ground wasn't an issue. I think the issue was the scale, but the room felt real because I have been in that room. I think the furniture might have been off, but I'm not super sure.
Furniture.
What was the height of the table? We can check the height of the table actually.
Yeah, let's check the table.
Because now I'm up in the air.
Tables, I think 90 usually or something.
Yeah, because you're sitting. You need to stand up.
Yeah, Mati.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. The
Okay.
table is 84 centimeters.
I can bring a measuring tape and actually check.
It is 84, something to close to 90. Table.
Okay. Like the table height is here. My hand is on the table currently.
Yeah, also this table looks the same.
Yeah, really?
Like,
Tables are so low.
Like this back table
But
is the
how can I
same.
know that chairs are
You-
tiny? Because the chair's height is the height of the table.
Yeah, maybe the chairs are small.
I think
Children
if you
chairs.
look at our chair, it's higher, like it's higher than the table. But the table is right. Mati,
Yeah, the
Mati,
chair
if
is
you come
wrong.
to the table, you can touch it. It was the same height.
Yeah, I know.
I
But I
I
will
looked-
come
maybe
to
the
the
chairs.
kitchen.
Maybe the chairs are small. They
The kitchen feels a little bit
You
low, but I
see,
think it's just
yeah,
how
the
kitchens
chair
are.
overlaps like 10 or 20 centimeters.
Mhm.
how
Yeah,
tall?
like
How tall? Okay, tell me when
these chairs.
the chairs look correct size.
They do look better now, yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can look at this IKEA chair, so it's
Okay, I
kind
will
of like
remove a couple of them because they're too many.
Yes,
Maybe
definitely.
for this kind of. Yeah, I did not.
This
spend
is
too-
the thing that like
Yeah,
you
it was
work
the
with a
same
client and the
height, but-
client says, I think I need to order 8 chairs, and you put in 8 chairs and you're like, yeah, let's try
and
Herman
there's
Miller
like this
chairs.
dollar sign.
Cha-ching.
100
Oh,
euro
in
for
that
one
corner there
IKEA chair.
definitely goes in a plant. A big
Yeah.
one.
And I need to close a wall because I think I saw a gap before. In the meantime,
Mhm.
sorry, 1 second.
No problem. Actually, I can still see something. I like this X-ray vision I have right now.
It's cool. It's
Okay.
for his computer.
And now you don't have superpowers anymore.
Hmm.
You can actually walk to the bathrooms even.
Yeah, I wanted to try the shower actually. Let's just try not getting naked, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's really good. Yeah, the sinks are here.
Aren't the doors a bit low? Maybe they are.
I think they are the two. Yeah, they are a little bit low.
Okay.
But that's what I thought. The
Yeah, it's
model
maybe-
maybe scale because I am at the correct height. I'm right on the ground.
Let me check how tall the yeah, the door is 2 meters tall.
Yeah, 210 is the. But that's fine. We can
And the
fix it later.
ceiling, the ceiling, I have it at 3 meters 60,
Hmm.
but it sounds plausible, or maybe it is more.
Ceiling in this room is 350, 340.
Okay, so it
This room,
sounds
so in
good.
those
It's
rooms
maybe the
also.
doors that are a bit low then.
Doors are 210 or 230. Like some doors are 210,
Overall, it feels great.
and they should be 90 centimeters wide usually.
So
Or
the
80.
doors are 210 to
I think 210. And if you can check the width. The minimum is 70 centimeters for door, but usually people put 90 centimeter wide doors.
Yeah, I would put the
I
shower
will
head a
get the
lot higher.
measuring tape.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty great. You can put model the mirror later in, but it really feels like this answers to so many questions someone might have, like how the thing will feel, and you're like, yeah, it will feel all right.
Yeah, like the sizes of now the sizes of the rooms are apparently they are correct. So maybe it's just the doors and the appliances.
regular
These-
doors are
These also are
210.
the baby
These chairs are
chairs.
small. Yeah.
But what is
okay.
really funny that I actually, when I'm in this room, I know that it's that room, Like, although there were walls, I can actually feel that it's the same, like all the dimensions are the
Feels
same.
Correct.
It actually looks so freaking like
Can you
weird.
Mati pretend you're walking around something?
Yeah, I could actually try walking around, like, and I can
I
go to the
guess,
chair
right.
here. Hello.
Now probably the chairs look a bit better.
Yeah, then I can sit down. Yeah.
And
Here.
there's wall, be careful.
I know. You see. Yeah. I would put a higher table here, so it is the same height as the kitchen.
Like
at least.
this
Mhm.
bar table
Mhm.
or
I would put probably
what you call
everything
it.
a little bit higher. Oh, this
The
room is like.
dark room of mysteries.
Oh, thank you for letting it out for me.
Yeah, this is just modeled very basically. I didn't.
Yeah, I do really like that you can see outside. The view is so much worse in real reality.
Like this view is better than Old
This
Town.
is oh,
Oh,
thank you. It's like, where do you want your house? Probably like this. Yeah,
oh
this is
nice. This is cool. This is cool.
And a helicopter pad now.
Yeah, why not? This looks very white though now.
Yeah, because I turned off
Ah, okay,
on
okay.
the full lighting.
Mhm.
Yeah, in
Can
the
you
dark.
switch on the light? Okay,
This
cool,
is
yeah.
in the
I
dark.
think we
here.
will destroy this
I
wall
missed
here.
the doors here, but okay.
Oh, we are
will do.
actually destroying this middle wall here. We are creating one large prototyping room here.
Okay.
But
Can you
it's
Mati walk
really good.
around a bit?
Like when you can move without moving, you don't want to move anymore. Like,
Yeah,
what's the point of walking?
I can
Because-
add lights in real time to the rooms. No,
Oh yeah.
oops, sorry. Okay, now there is.
Oh yeah, cool.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this one has a different property.
It really looks like a construction site, like, you know, when they haven't finished like their gips boards, like it looks like that.
Another light.
But yeah, I think walking with the sticks is so, like, I don't really feel the need to walk anymore.
Yeah, I'm just filming a video, Matis.
Okay, okay.
It's like
That's
to-
another reason why I don't like walking. Oh boy.
just like
Yeah.
it's interesting to see the computer and you're walking. At the same
I don't
time.
think we need a door here actually. That much. I like that it's open kind of. Or we can always build the door later if we want to. I think here there could be a door if we wanted. Then you have a separate area there, but it feels great that it's open. I don't think it's a problem that there's a toilet, for example. And those things, you always look at the plan and you think, is the toilet too close to the table, right? And you can't really tell. And you look in VR and you're like, yeah, it's fine, I guess. Because you can imagine those and you really see the sight lines. Like here I come, I work on the kitchen desk. No, it doesn't feel like a problem.
Let me add a light in there. But
Nicolas, can you please switch on the light? Nicolas like, yeah, no problem, man. What type of light do you want? Oh boy.
there you go.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
amazing.
empty rooms. So yeah, there's not much in there.
Yeah, but that's basically how that place looks actually. It's really great. And I can think like, can we put in something here? And then you're like actually feeling like, no, that would feel too cramped or not too cramped. It really answers to a lot of questions. Yeah, and that part looks really good. Well done. Well, I think that's the end of our today's meeting. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I even modeled the stairs. Also, that's how bad they look in real life. Yeah, that's the corridor where
I
these
think
doors will be closed.
I think
Oh, let's
might-
check that room.
I don't know what's wrong with the stairs, why they're so black, but I guess maybe it has to do with some modifier.
The fact that you can like model with real-time feedback and one person is exploring and validating the model, that's powerful. That's extremely
That's probably
powerful.
due to the normals.
Hmm.
Flip.
And the size of that table, like width and length wise, it's good. We discussed, is this table too big, right? It felt extremely big when we looked at the sizes, but when I'm in this room, it actually feels very okay. It doesn't feel large at all. Like you could even go with a bigger one if you wanted. But no, it's fine. We can put some shelves there. And let's see this room. This
Need to
looks.
turn on the sunlight. 1 second.
It literally felt like you switched on the light. Yeah, this is definitely a storage area. You'll have this wall with the holes, I think. You come in, you grab something from the shelves, go back out. Perfect. Yeah, well done. This is amazing. I know that we haven't put fridge anywhere, but also I don't really want
Oh.
It's
to.
usually one of the cabinets. Like
Yeah, right. Because it really would destroy the feeling if there was a fridge. Cool. Is there still anyone listening?
I
think
have
no.
no idea.
Probably. It's only us left here. I will charge the headset a little
No,
bit.
there's still 1, 2, 3, 4 plus us.
We can do an
Still some
applause to
people.
the people who survived till the end.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Come again. Next Tuesday, we have the finished print review. Until Sunday, we need to send in the 3D prints for scale 1 to 20. We will send it in WhatsApp, of course. Well, cheers. Happy Tuesday. Goodbye. Andre, can you end the live
Thank you,
stream?
goodbye.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay.
Mhm.
Should I? Yeah.
I think we can, yeah, we can wait for the heralds and then we can show him the